fish kits. Make sure you have your Play-Doh, your definition sheet, and your body shape sheet. You start by getting your Ziploc and emptying it out. And then on the back, you'll see it'll have how many pieces you're supposed to have in your kit. So I'm flipping those over to see the written parts on there. I counted out 5 and an I, so I'm good. And I go to the directions and I read it. And every time you see a direction that is bold, it's also going to be on your definition sheet. So I looked at my definition and it said decompressive form, which means flat. So the first time you use your Play-Doh, you might have to loosen it with a pencil. So then I'm rolling it into a ball and then I'm pressing it in the decompressive form that the direction told me to do. Then after that, I get my sheet, and it's talking about the pectoral fins. So I get the fins that are labeled pectoral, and I know those are kind of in the shoulder area. So I put one on one side and one on the other. Then I look at my sheet to get the next direction, and it talks about the caudal fin. I could look at my direction sheet, but I already know that the caudal fin is like the feet of the fish, so it's going to go at the very end. Next, it wants us to put the pelvic fins. So there's 2 pelvic fins. It says it right after the caudal fin. So I put those where they go. And then to my directions again. It says that it doesn't have an anal fin or a dorsal fin, but it has a mouth on the other side and gills on the underside. So since you're really not going to see that, I'm going to skip the underside and I'm going to go straight to see what these barbaric dentures that they're saying. And it said that it's just dots along the spine. So I just take my pencil and I make a bunch of dots along where I think the spine would be. And it doesn't say anything about the eye, but I have one. So I'm just going to stick the eye on there. Then you take it to your teacher and you tell them what fish. I had fish number 1. So the name of the fish is southern stingray, and you flip it on the back and compare. It is pretty close, so I'm going to call that a success. So when you're finished, you take off all the pieces and kind of take the Play-Doh off if you got any sticking, and you roll your Play-Doh in a ball, put all your pieces back in the bag, and seal it up. Put your Play-Doh back with the lid on, and that's it. It's your turn. How many can you do?